everyone. We have a little cute little girl. Her name is Zoey, and I am going to show you how I would do a nice puppy trim on her. She's slightly chubbier side, so I want to cut down the body a little bit more shorter, and then give a more volumey look on the legs, so we can balance her body out a little bit more. Okay, so I chose one comb. And I would like to go right behind and side of the shoulder, and meanwhile I am using the one comb and also clipping down to the side of the front leg. Okay, and getting rid of all this coat like that. And now I think we can see a little bit of a more slimmer body. And the back, I would like to give a hint of angles to it, so give a more style like that. She doesn't have a tons of hair around the legs, so I wouldn't be doing much of work around there. But get rid of all this coat, and again I like to get rid of all this coat right behind the ear and side of the shoulder. And actually I am going to switch the blade no, this one, because right here, because right now she doesn't look like she has any neck at all, so I want to give her more neck and more full chest as well, a more balanced look. Okay, so from her Adam's apple, I'm coming down to about to the breastbone and skimming down, and same thing. And when I hit the front, where the front and the body and the front leg meets together, and you can run through with your finger, and there's actually a dent here. That's where you're going to be stopping at. Okay, like that. And you know what, I think she can handle even more shorter blade, I think, which is purple comb. Oops. That. And more. Scooping around the back, give some angles like that. And I am going to actually lift her up gently, get rid of all this majority of coat. Okay, same thing. I decide to a little bit even more shorter. And this is my first round of a clipper work. Get rid of all this hair first. And I'm gonna use a little bit of a scissoring spray all over gently and lift. Same thing, I am going to go over exactly what I did with, get rid of all this hair, side of the neck, from the shoulder to the front leg, just blend. And the rib cage, get rid of all this hair. The back, give a cute little angles, so she has a little bit of a more styles. And on her front, she's being wonderful. I lift all this face up from the Adam's apple almost to the breastbone. Get rid of all this hair. And then again from the body and the front leg where it joins together, there's a little dent there, and I'm heating that area with the clipper like that. So I am leaving a little bit of a hair right here at the forechest to give that more that look, the more rounder, more pronounced the chest look. Get rid of all this hair. Same thing. I did. Okay, so now I see, just let's clean up. I see her more balanced look just by cutting a little bit shorter around her body area. And also right here, it gives more styles to it. Okay, and now I am going to start do some finishing work, and I use the scissoring spray again, and I lift all this coat up like that. She doesn't have a lot of things to do. It's not like overwhelming a lot of work, but I still want very nice, beautiful finish. Utilize your products, okay? I mean, you can scissor all day long if you want to, but if you can get your work done by clippers or some other product to make more efficient, save your time, why not? Well, you can scissor all day long if you want to, but that's up to you. But to me, the pet grooming is all about, of course, good quality work, but and I lift the front leg up, clean up, get rid of all this hair. She's being wonderful. Should I go this side? Make a little cute round foot. And I scissor again. I lift all the coat up again. I did majority of work by clipping, skimming with the clipper there, so there isn't much things to do, but I'm just neatening up. And the front, let's give her a little bit of a chest. Okay, so she got a little bit of a chest here. Okay. So now you can see her body, and she grew a little bit taller by removing a lot of coat at the undercarriage area because she had so much coat, and it was shortening her legs. So I think she's more balanced right now. Okay, I'm gonna use scissoring spray again. I like to use scissoring spray constantly because two things it's gonna do. It's going to be constant fluff when you're using a scissoring spray, okay? And also, it can give a lot better finishing, okay, to your work. And also, it finds the hair that you may missed. So I'm gonna give behind. I'm gonna give a lid. Have to be careful. Coming straight down. The bottom. Make sure that. And I constantly check my work from every direction. Just make a little cute round foot there, like that. And even it's a pet, I want to give a clean finished look. Okay. Just neatening up a little bit. Okay, let's do the other side. Going to spray her. Once again, trying to find the hair that you see, by just spraying and combing, you find a lot of hair that you missed. You thought you did a perfect job, but you know, we always find something. So, Zoey, same thing. You wanna give just gentle, cute look. Just cute little round foot. It's like, what are you doing? Okay, and let's neaten up the undercarriage. And also you can give a little bit of a waist, like that. Okay, another spray. It's just been really wonderful. Just so you guys can see. Straight line from the shoulder. And I want to separate from the body to the front leg. To give the front angulation and a little bit of a full chest. That and finishing our, see that little bit of hair. You constantly find something, so, and I fix it as I see it, because if I don't, I tend to forget. Same thing. Good girl. Still see some hair. Just little round foot. Okay, so I'm going to use maybe a comb. It's a light purple comb with the reverse, like that, so we can save some time. And also, so now what I like to do, okay, you know what, she has such a short muzzle, so what I like to do, straight shears right here, and I put it at a little slight angle, okay, about 30 degree angle, and I cut straight, okay, like that. And I use tip of my comb, like that, and I just cut a little bit. Again, I use tip of my comb, cut. Okay, same thing, tip of my comb, and drag out, and I cut, like that. here is a straight. Okay. And I lift up. And I cut another straight, like that, okay? A lot of people think that when they're trying to make this muzzle area like a round, they think too much round. But actually it's more like going straight and then you're trimming around the edges to give that rounder look, okay? So, like that. Yeah, like that. And top of the eye, I'm just trimming up. Like that. Same thing. She's being wonderful, but if she's being so good, so you can go a little bit more wild with the shears, but be careful if dog is not cooperating with you. And here, so top of the head, I used the A-comb to get rid of some coat, so I have a little less work to do. And now I lift, and from here, yeah, you can sit. And I kind of like go rounder motion. Same thing. Like that. Okay. And I comb down everything and I cut straight. Like that. So we did straight here and straight here, right? And now I am going to just rounding. My tip of my shear is aiming toward to top corner of the ear, okay? Like that. Good girl, you can sit. Yes. Same thing from the straight line to tip of the ear to top corner of the ear. And I see that hair that I missed. Even though I think I'm trying to be really precise, trying to find the hair in every direction with all the clippers and scissoring spray, I always find something, so. And I'm gonna use now thinning shear. More cleaning work. I'm just following my first cut with my shears. Like that. And since she's so good, I am going to try to maybe define her lip area. But you have to be very, very careful, and you want to make sure that you do that with dog is really good. Okay. I like to lift out all this. Okay, right here. And I kind of like pull that lower lip out and just the top part. You don't want to like get down, like clean up everything, just the lower part here, okay? And all this thing right here. Yeah. Yeah, you know, they always like to suck it up, suck back out, so you do your best. Okay, so it gives that. You know, if you can see it, but it gives them more the defined look. Okay, see that here. Let's finish up. And here, this long one, I like to call it 8:20, which means there's a clock there, and there's 8 o'clock and 20 minutes, right? 8:20. So that's what you're aiming for. Let's see if I can do 8 o'clock right here. Right here. So. You just keep working. So only the request from her mom was do not cut the ear. So I am not going to be trimming a lot of her ear. Good girl. And I will also use a little bit of Okay, so let's just quickly go over. She was little cute Sophie, and she had a lot of coat. And she is a little bit chubbier size, so I used a little bit shorter blade, which was like 2 comb. I started with the actual 1 comb, but I realized that she could handle a little bit more shorter blade, so I used a 2 blade, and I gave a little bit of front angulation at front here by removing some of the curve from the body and where the body and the front leg joints together, okay, right here. And then I left a little bit of a hair at the forecast area to create that. And I scoop out her rear to give a little bit of an angulation, okay. Even though she's a pet, you want her to be like stylish, okay. And also got rid of all this hair around her rib cage area, all the way down to the undercarriage, because, and that way I was, I made her a little bit more slimmer and also made her up on her leg, okay. So that's what I did. And it just, as far as the ears are concerned, I barely cut anything because her mom didn't want me to. So I used reverse A comb. It was a purple comb, and I just got rid of some of the coat on her top of the head, so I could save some time. And then here, I went straight with the straight shears like that, very short actually, okay. And from there, my tip of the shear was aiming toward to the top corner of the ear, okay. And they give the round face look, okay. And the top of the muzzle here, instead of using a clipper or going crazy around here, I just did straight, okay, with a little bit of an angle, like 30-degree angle, okay, at the stop here, and then just one cut, okay. So I used the tip of the comb, just drag out some of the coat out, like all this yellow junky hair, to cut, okay. But I didn't cut a lot out because I wanted to leave this area to be full as possible, okay. And yeah. So this was a Zoey, and thanks for watching.